Hello everyone, myself Mrs. Varsha D, Keni, Assistant Professor from Department of Information Technology. Today we are going to study Software Development Lifecycle, that is SDLC. So basically SDLC stands for Software Development Lifecycle. It is a structured process that helps organization to develop software that meets customers needs. Okay, and SDLC helps to ensure that software is a high quality, low cost, and most importantly it meets the requirements of specific customers and their expectations. So SDLC life cycle is being followed by organization whenever they develop any product or the software. So basically it compromise or it is consist of five phases. First one is planning and requirement gathering. So basically whenever any organization develops any software or a product, they gather the information about that particular product. So in planning or requirement gathering, what they do, they first of all define the project scope, what will be the scope of that particular product. Then they establish clear project objectives and the feasibility of that particular project. Then they gather the requirement. For example, they collect the detailed requirement from all the stakeholders which are involved in that particular product development, like for example customers or the organization who are going to deliver that particular product. Then from that requirement from that gathered requirement, analysis is being performed and they create a project plan, which is a developed plan for with a timeline and a budget, and what will be the resources included for the development of that particular software. Okay, so second phase is that is design and architecture. So in this, whatever the requirements we have gathered, that are being translated. Okay, and here we select the technology in order to make the designing of that particular software, basically how the software will look like. Okay, and what will be the features it will include, that we define in the phase of design. Okay, and in which language we are going to develop that particular product. So here the technology is selected and they, from that particular thing, they create the designing of that particular product, and along with that we maintain, or that particular organization maintain the documentation of that particular phase. Then the third phase is very important, that is implementation and coding. Means whatever product we have, we are going to develop. So for that product, that software, any software is developed by using particular languages, for example Python, Java, C++. So in design implementation part, that coding is done, particular language is selected, and here the developer or the coder writes the code for that particular program or particular software. And the second in here that is code review. Here the expertise are involved, who are the expertise of particular that language, whether they are outsourced or they are the insiders. So they perform the review on that particular coding, and if found any bugs or errors, they inform to particular coding team. Next phase is testing phase. This along with the development of that particular product, software is tested simultaneously, and testing is performed, or testing has four phases: unit testing, integration testing, system testing, and user acceptance testing. So first type is unit testing. Unit testing is also known as module testing or component testing. Each phase, or software is here tested. Every small part is tested here. Okay, to check whether it is working properly or not. In integration testing, it tests the interconnection between two components or two modules, whether those particular modules are working or not, whether they can be able to transfer the data or not. So here the integration testing, those parts are tested. Now the third one is the system testing. Here whole uh, all the components are formed together and whole system is tested as once. So it is get tested and checked whether that particular system can work together or not. And last one is user acceptance testing. Here feedback from the user is taken. Here this testing can be performed in a two way, either at the developer side or at the user side or user's work environment where that particular software needs to be installed. So particular team tests that particular software, they go to that, visit that particular work environment, install that software there and test it and takes users feedback from that. Now the last phase is deployment and maintenance. Here the actual whatever product we have developed and tested, that product is now finally it is ready to deploy. It is ready to launch now and it is launched into the market. Okay, so it in deployment software is deployed to the production environment and then it is being monitored whether it is it performs its whatever features it is promising, those features are working or not, whether the software is in properly working condition is or not, that is being monitored. And in maintenance phase it provides whatever they are not done by delivering the software, they also provide maintenance or upgrades for that particular software and takes customers feedback as well. So if they need any upgradation or changes, they do it by themselves. Thank you.